Hello, everyone. How's it going? Say that I might stream, probably not very long because of the update. Um, but since I did want to get in here and go ahead and get the event done, because I want to get it possible, and it's on a 20-hour cooldown, like all events. I want to go run this, and I'll go ahead and create the KDF Recruit, but I'm going to do the event first because obviously it's on cooldown, so the sooner I get it done, the sooner I can play tomorrow. So, a couple things first. TFOs. These are all TFOs that involve fighting for or against Klingons. Pick one. I'm going to do against Starbase 1. I think probably bunch. Also, if you look, we are now in Event Campaign 5. So today is your first day that you progress towards annual events. And I wanted to go over a couple of things because they just announced them basically or added them in their news yesterday. In addition to getting the Torchbearer ground equipment, you also get 3 of these TFO rewards. Will give you either an enhanced universal tip upgrade for each one, so that would be 3 of those, or a specialization point, or a mix of those. Right away, I would say don't waste these on a specialization point. A specialization point is just going up an extra level once you get to level 65. Obviously, that's not super hard to do. You'll do that plenty easily enough, doing TFOs and doing an episode, season mission, because you'll get to 65 before you complete all of those, and also from doing Admiralty and Duty Officer stuff that you got going on over here. So I would definitely go with the Enhanced Universal Tech upgrades, and what those do is they upgrade any piece of gear, ground gear or space gear, to Mark 15, and also they upgrade it to the highest rarity, which is golden, in one go, instead of having to use a bunch of upgrades and go through the chance of upgrading it to the higher quality. This just instantly upgrades one. So 3 of those is great. Obviously, if you want to get all your stuff to golden epic, which you don't have to do, but obviously would be optimal if you're trying to min-max a character. Basically, can never have too many of these, because what if you want to switch out a piece of want to make it epic? The other thing I didn't mention before when I was talking about this is you get 25k of dilithium ore just when you complete the event the first time. Once you get 14 the event, and so it didn't mention that. It just mentioned new equipment, special things, other things. The TFO boxes, we've seen those before. Dilithium ore, that's not super surprising, but they didn't mention yesterday. So hopefully I don't die like a million times in this. We'll scale my level up to 5 or 55 or whatever the average level is of the players in the TFO. Obviously, I'm playing with a lower 30 tip that they play in the campaign. So obviously, quite likely I could die a bunch during this TFO. Part of the reason why I picked the easy one. I also find that this is the fastest one. I don't mind doing this TFO, even when it's not an event, just to get the marks. waiting for this briefing to count down. It's just a little time it gives you at the beginning so you can
Here they come.
hear that little message I skipped out of.
We're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians.
There's not really anything special to know about this TFO. It's basically, I believe it's 4 waves of ships, getting progressively bigger. Obviously, right now we're fighting a bunch of birds and prey. The Discovery era. They're also, I know it's kind of hard to see the models because they're little, but they're the style that you'll get with your T6 from your KDF Recruit. The rewards is that you get the bird and prey. T6 that level skills and all that kind of stuff.
Signatures. We may have a short amount of time before more arrive.
There will at some point be ships evacuating from the
raiders and battle cruisers.
From the starbase. When that happens, you'll see a little path illuminated on the screen that shows, oh, they're going down this path. You know, you're so protect them.
Give them cover.
You get a tinier bonus, maybe it marks how many marks you get. Completing it. Get away. Generally, it's not very hard to do that. Powered. Scaling it up. It's going to be really up to the other players to do that. Kind of just taking up space and coming out. See, there's the pathway.
Cater is taking some fire. Please assist.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Turn the flash pretty quick, there's no reason for me to be shooting the target. Just placing weapons in the ship. I don't have that.
This is Andor. Our shields are taking hits, and we could use an escort.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault. Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting!
Congratulations, Commander.
Lafayette here, requesting assistance.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
That was it.
That'll hold them off, for now.
And I get whatever kind of marks I want.
Roosevelt is in need of aid. Can you draw off some of those enemy ships?
Guess I'll pick.
That'll hold them off.
During the event, these TFOs will give you your choice of any kind of marks you want from any of the 13 reps, or fleet marks if you want those instead. If you play the same TFOs and it's not during the event, they'll be limited to a specific one or two different kinds. Usually, between 1 and 3 types of reputation, and fleet mark always an option. The reason I picked Lucari is just because there aren't a lot that give Lucari as much as there are, like, say, Omega, Nukara, or some of the others. And so I just figured, since doing the event, I might as well pick one that's more rare. Okay, if we look at events, look, we did our 1 of 14 there. We have our 20-hour cooldown, obviously, has already started. Then if we go into our event campaign, you can see, oh, we've got 50 credit here. So if we do all 21 days and we don't get extra plays because of the 4 hours rolling around, like I said, if you played every 20 hours instead of, say, every 24, you can maybe sneak in an extra play or so over the course of the event, or a couple of plays. Uh, Obviously, if we're getting 50 and we're gonna play it 21 days, that will give us 1,050 total towards our 3,500. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these over the course of the year. So if we get 1,050 each event, assume every event gives you the same amount. I think that's pretty standard. Obviously, you see that the anniversary event takes 20 days, versus this event only takes 14 days, and they give it takes 2 weeks. And they give you 3 weeks to do it. But each extra day you do it should also give you campaign progress. That means by the time you get halfway through the third one, you should be able to claim the reward. Or if you miss one, you'd miss one entire event and make it up. And of course, at the end, well, it doesn't. I don't think it lets you buy out the whole thing, but you can if you don't complete any of these, you can buy them out. Like a, yeah, that gives me the option to buy it out. I mean, and it goes down. See how it says it was 2,500 and now it's 23.25. 23.25 cost. Every day you do it, it goes down that amount. So just a flat percentage thing. So at the end, however many days you have left, you can buy out to the if you want to. You usually for something like this, it's not worth it, but maybe there's a really good reward. I mean, this one's some ground equipment. I think that would particularly be worth it, but maybe if the item was something better, something you really wanted, and for some reason you didn't get to play it, you could purchase out past it. We did that. I did this earlier before I started streaming, but I went ahead and finished my duty officer assignments. So I got my duty officers for the recruitment ones. Let's see if they're refreshed. Because if I can, I'd like to keep doing the requisitions for additional duty officers. You can hold 100 without expanding your storage on that. So cooldown must be a bit longer than time it takes for completion. We won't worry about that, but what we will do is we'll go ahead. Oh, also, you might realize my character looks different. The alien class character. I went ahead and went in the tailor. Went ahead and changed some of his stuff around so he didn't just look like, a purple Vulcan. So you notice, see how the Klingon one, the KDF one, has got this white spiral stuff around it. That's to kind of indicate that it's a Klingon defense recruit special event. See, Klingon recruitment over the next basically 21 days, minus the time since this went live and I didn't join as soon as it started. Create a new character with this faction. Play that character to earn a T6 ship and other account-wide rewards. Yes, please. We have two kinds of Klingons, PNG and Discovery Klingons. But I'm gonna go with Alien. Once again, the most flexible. with engineering. I don't know why loading the Taylor's like is such a strain on the system. It's just sort of bottlenecking. I'm sure it's due to my computer. I've got a decent graphics card in here. Nothing super fantastic. Just better when I bought it. Obviously, as as all things with graphics cards are. What? Yeah, that'll work. I have a chance to. This random name generator, by the way, also follows rules, or it's pulling from a list, or what, however you want to look at it. Based off the race, since it's an alien, the names are kind of wacky. But if you're doing something like a Jemadar or a Klingon, or Trills or humans or whatever, the names will be reflected based off the race that you pick. So when you're doing Jem'Hadar ones, Dominion ones, they are all Jem'Hadar style names. I call him Twit. Okay, now you do have to play through a tiny bit of the tutorial
Officer aboard a Klingon bird of prey, currently in charge of the
to
Night
make
Watch.
You are in
a
KDF Recruit.
While Captain
And if you've already got, I think it makes you do the tutorial maybe for each faction the first time. The Dominion one you kind of always have to do, I think, but it's only because it's not really a tutorial. It doesn't really give you a tutorial. More like just an intro mission that more just describes your character. Go ahead and edit a few things. The reason I turn on the times for the chat is not that I really care about the time, but just as you're traveling around and you see messages come up in here, if you don't have the time thing, you might look down and say, oh, somebody's asking a question, and it'll turn out like, oh, that was somebody in a different zone you're not even in anymore that asked that question 2 hours ago, but you just didn't realize it. So the only reason I put the times in there, because I want to know if I see a question and I'm going to answer it, I just want to know if it's an actual legit question from somebody that's actually still around where I'm at. There was a way to turn off the tutorials, but once again, maybe not the first time you're through it. Sometimes it can get in your way. by trying to keep you from messing yourself up. Turn off a bunch of these things. The chat options. I don't want to see the mission logs or any of that nonsense. My regular chat window, it's got the other ones, the NPC and the combat logs. You can click to one of those if one of those things comes up and you want to see it. Do what it said.
The end of the log. You have completed a task. I hope the log. Approach the captain. Nook neck.
I only want the stuff in the default chat to be, the zone chat
Proceed down the hall to the.
and the local chat. The things that are actually people talking.
Your minimap shows you where
And
your
or direct,
objectives are. An arrow will appear on
messages
the minimap
to me,
if you are far away
things like
you're
that.
visualizing. Do not enter. The training program is ready. You may enter now. In combat, press 1 to use. While in combat, certain actions.
Warrior,
Press shift.
your attention is required at this console.
Alright,
Warrior, like you, I'm a servant.
this is the
Why,
part where
your idol.
Return to the entry
you get
door.
the...
Leave the
Hey, look, now I'm a
holodeck
Klingon
and proceed
recruit.
down the hallway to the turbo.
So technically, I don't think I have to play it anymore. Klingon recruit enhanced rewards enabled. And then this is also where you get this. The encrypted Klingon receiver. Alright? Every one of the different recruits will have one of these things. They're called a little different, but they work exactly the same way. You can see these are all these different tasks that I need to complete to unlock the extra stuff. So you can see, oh, one of the things is get to level 50. Well, obviously that's going to be easy to have. Your reward is 200 marks. Click on it. It'll show you the reward. Tells it to you. Spend 15 specialization points. I think it takes 30 to max out one of the main reputations. There's a couple reputations that are that are purely only to be used as a secondary reputation, and so they only have half as much stuff, because the way that works, there's like 5 tiers for your reputation. You get a primary one, you get all the bonuses from the top all the way to the bottom, which is the 5th tier, and then whichever one you put in the secondary tier, you only get like the first 3 out of that. And so there's some that only go that far. So 30 would be, oh, you've completely finished 1, or you've halfway done 2. And then 45 would be, oh, you've done like 1 full one and then like half of another full one, or completely done one of the other ones, like constable is one. I think that's only like half of one. Commando, that one's only like half of one. And I think strategist, yeah, that's half of one. These other ones, temporal, pilot, miracle worker, intel, and command, those are the full deals. But you see, when you get 5 recruitment tech upgrades for that one. 4 recruitment tech upgrades for that one. And 3 recruitment tech upgrades for that one. And they're not like ultimate tech upgrades and stuff, but I think they're one of the, I think they don't use dilithium. Melee combat. This one is a chore, kind of. Have to kill a bunch of people with basically like a batleth or something similar. Okay, I kill one and I get this batleth. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Not a big deal. Oh, right, this is the one. The batleth gets better and better. So you see, after I kill 10, it improves the batleth, giving it bonus damage against enemies with low health. At 50, heals me when I do damage. Kill 100, improve combat abilities. That probably means it boosts your combat skills. Okay, then at 500, you get the ground trait, Warrior's Blood. Stacking critical chance and critical severity for melee kills. This one's Batleth of Stovecore Final Form, improving all its special characteristics, and then it makes it an account-wide unlock, which means all your characters will be able to claim this Batleth from the temporal agent guy. Oh, and then 1,000 gives me the better version of that ground trait, an improved one. So this one's 5% chance and 10% severity. This one was 2.5 and 5. Okay, then this is the other one you got to do, which is not as big a pain, but definitely forces you to use the cloak on your ship. So what you have to do with this one is you have to cloak, and then every time you uncloak, which triggers ambush if you're in like a bird of prey or something like that, which basically boosts your damage for a short while after you come out of cloak. First time you get the starship trait, cloaking within a few seconds of destroying a foe placates nearby foes. Increases weapon damage during ambush. What do we get this one? 3 consoles. Ship consoles. This one gives you a Klingon bridge officer, purple one. The Klingon ones you can see: warrior, increased melee ground damage, increased damage resistant threat generation. Oh, and it's got a thing that boosts cloak stealth and defense and ambush duration. Oh, and basic space warfare. So you get that's kind of like I think it's a boost to like several different space. Oh, it's a space damage. That's what it is. This one will give you 3 more consoles. 3 consoles. Okay, this one improves that starship trait, just makes it better. Doesn't tell you exactly how, but probably going to double the numbers like the last one did. Then we get 2,500 ambush skills. You get 250 marks, 5 elite marks, and you get this ultra rare duty officer. 4% chance of +1 critical buff to self for 15 seconds in space. It's a space duty officer. And this is the one, like, I haven't really finished on all my things, so this is the one. Earn 5 perk points. So you can't even start doing these till you get to like level 50. Like I said, it takes multiple days to get a perk point. Grants you 5% additional perk experience on your recruit permanently. Oh, and gives you a perk point. So that's cool. 10 perk points. Another perk point to reroll tokens. Like I said, you can reroll what your randoms are that you get for your daily missions. 10% permanently boost your perk XP and gives you a perk point. Okay, this one, it grants all characters on your account 5% perk experience bonus. Still isn't as good as what you get if you're doing them with the KDF, but this gives you 2 perk points and 5 rerolls. And then if you get 50, you get plus 10% perk experience for your Klingon. Oh, and your whole account. The characters on your account get the full 10%. These ones you get for killing a certain guy on a certain mission. This one gives you 3 pieces of equipment or either a rare or very rare quality equipment. Killing this one gives you the T6, which is great. This is all your accounts. So all I have to do to get the T6 unlocked, which I can then use on my other character, is eliminate Uljan, enemy of the Empire, and he's in the mission bringing down the house. That's just more equipment. More equipment. And 1,000 dill, 1 million EC, and equipment. Okay. Upgrade the Batleth of Stovacor. That's that weapon that they give you up there for doing the melee kills, right? You get Universal Tech upgrade. Or no, these are the recruitment ones that I was talking about. So yeah, so they're 15 tech points. That's pretty good. I think the Phoenix ones are 8,000 maybe or something. I don't remember now off the top of my head, but that's decent. And you can use them on anything you want. And then for your account, you get 50 fleet marks and 5,000 dilithium that you can only spend in the fleet stuff, which is fine because there's a lot of good fleet stuff you want. This one reached level 10 in the Klingon Empire Admiralty campaign. Like I said, there's 4 different Admiralty campaigns. So once you get to Admiralty, level 10 is maximum experience. You get experience points for each one that you do. This gives you a Bird of Prey Admiralty card on your whole account. And on this particular account, it gives you 10 one-time use Admiralty ships. That's something in the Admiralty system. Sometimes you'll get rewarded with these ships that are like consumables. So you can use them in a slot, but you only use them once. They're basically like temporarily, set up with you. Okay, and this one is reach rank 4 in the Marauding, which is the Klingon equivalent of the Diplomacy duty officer category, which is Marauding's actually easier to. There's usually more missions, and they give you better rewards. So it's actually easier to do than the Diplomacy one on the Federation side. But still, getting to rank 4, that means you've maxed out that duty officer XP in that. Say maxed out, that's just the highest level you can get. And then if you continue doing ones in one of the categories after you get it to rank 4, you get like overflow XP, which you can go to your fleet, and you can turn them into either fleet marks or fleet credits. I don't remember which. But there's like a duty officer assignment you can get. And on your account, it gives you a special duty officer unlock for all of those. These ones you get just for completing TFOs. So these ones are gonna fleet marks, fleet dilithium. This is fleet marks, but for your account, every one of these you do, either getting better and better. You get 200 marks, and the elite marks, which you need elite marks for crafting the equipment. Get the elite marks. Basically, what you do is you just do the TFOs, but you do them on the advanced, the second level difficulty, or the highest, the second or the highest level difficulty, rather than on the normal one. And then they give you the marks and they give you the an elite mark of the same reputation for whichever one you're doing. Okay. Elite combat with your. Oh, these are random. You have to do random cues on that one. This one they want you to do Romulan Imperial Mine. They basically one of these three. Yeah, this one gives you Romulan marks. Okay, I got you. These ones are more specialized. So this one gives you Terran marks, Discovery marks, and then the things for it by doing the Terran or the Discovery ones. This one you do Swarm 5 times, which is the Dominion one. It gives you Gamma stuff. And these ones down here are play like the entire first season. Equipment. This is second, third, fourth, so on and so forth. These are the ones you get for playing through a season, doing all the missions in a season. All the way up until just before the most recent one. And then this one is do all the missions in all the story arcs through the Civil War, so you don't have to do the last one. But this gets you a kit module, a universal kit module. I do have this unlocked on my other account. It's decent.
Cross the hallway. Enter the...
Any news from the bridge? Will we be preparing for battle soon?
Yeah, let's go to bed.
Kapla!
Oh no.
Kapla!
Sometimes, missions specialized to your career class are available.
I'm an engineer, so I've got to fix this damaged stuff. I know I said I was going to complete the Klingon recruit, and I did. But I think I'm going to go ahead
Whatever
and...
you did down there, it's working.
Here is our secure.
Interact. Press Z to switch between your...
How can I come? Forcing me to. It's the pulse wave ones. That's basically like shotgun.
Enemy have a chance to drop items.
Kind of the opposite of the weapon like I usually use, which is I like the split beam
Item has dropped
because it
for you.
has a long range, but it's not as slow to fire as the sniper rifle.
Enemy targets on sensors.
I don't usually use these energy shotguns. I don't mind the Zephram Cochrane shotgun, which is literally just an old school shotgun. Standard gunpowder fare. Does physical damage and stuff, which is it and the Thompson machine gun are good against the Borg. I don't think they adapt.
I see.
Yeah, they don't adapt to it, so you don't have to use the you don't have to do you know, change the frequency. You don't need to use a frequency modulator all the time. When you fight the Borg, there's a frequency modulator you can get in the replicator. You can replicate them. They might even be free. I don't think they cost anything to replicate.
The captain has.
But when you're fighting the Borg, like after you hit them so many times with a certain kind of weapon,
It took you all, young fool.
Enemy targets on sensors.
they'll stop taking damage from that type until you refocus it.
Ha! Engine! The Starfleet vessels that attacked us.
Congratulations, warrior.
I skipped it, but basically what happened there was the captain was basically like a traitor or whatever, and so in typical Klingon fashion, as the first officer, you know, I just killed him and took command.
Captain, there is no sign of the Segpa on scanners. We do not know if the Feds destroyed.
The god has joined your crew. W and S will pitch your ship downward or upward.
On those, set up an auto fire. Load up balanced. Really want to save over it. Early game, I don't need shields because the enemies are super duper weak. But I do want to maximize the damage. Slow.
Helm, full stop! Captain, I recommend we use the scanners to see if this contains any iridium. No iridium on the
Might have
scanners,
been a good time to
but that nearby asteroid field may have what we need.
actually teach you to.
Or press M to see where your next objective is.
Captain,
Use the
I
V key, which
recommend
actually
using
does
full
scan.
impulse to reach the asteroid field.
Oh yes.
Pressing Shift plus R will.
Full impulse. I'm glad it gives it to you right as the very beginning in this one. Well, they did redo this when they did the whole Klingon recruit
Helm,
thing.
full stop! Captain,
A lot of the early missions,
stopped
they,
the
like I
ship
said,
this
they
time, but
either
from now on,
remastered,
you'll
went
be
through, redid,
responsible
took
for
out ones
controlling
that
the
weren't
speed of the
necessary.
ship. We have found several asteroids that contain iridium, Captain. Weapons are back online. Bashkar, we found some iridium. Captain, what are your...
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy.
Mayday, mayday! We are disabled and under attack by the morale we were searching for. Request assistance.
Sir, a Federation repair team just walked in. I suggest we take them out as well.
Yes, we will. We will destroy them. Won't let me cloak yet.
Captain, your orders, Captain.
One thing I do like about the earlier bird of prey is that like how the wings go up when you're flying
Cannot fire.
and then go down to attack and fire weapons. This has a regular cloak, it doesn't have a battle cloak, so I can't cloak while I'm under attack. For Klingon ship.
Enemy ships.
This is Captain.
Captain, the Starfleet vessel is hailing us. Do you wish to respond?
This is the Federation. Captain Sherlock, what? Well then,
It look.
You're making a huge mistake.
Captain, Klingon Defense Force reinforcements are warping in.
Oh, well, that's what you get for working with a Klingon trader in, you know, Section 31.
Most missions can be turned in remotely.
We are going to stay here while repairs are...
Congratulations, warrior.
Okay. Yeah, the melee kills, I'm with you, Genko. The melee kills are the most tedious. The cloak one, yeah, I like how you say mission home is perfect for doing the cloak kills. That was exactly the mission that I used to finally wrap that up on my main account.
So you're... The prisoner has been received.
Yeah, home is good because you can, you know, decloak and you can just pound a bunch of those swarmers or whatever. You can just fly around and do that first little bit, and if you ever get to the point where it wants to move the story on,
and muzzled, typical human, in love with the sound.
and then you know you can always just bail on it, start it, but you know, and then jump back in and do the space combat part again. At least I had forgotten that, you know, to get the T6 ship, which is arguably like, well, I guess the boost like to the Endeavor system, and obviously, you know, like all the bonus marks for your other character, those are great, but the you get the T6 ship, which is the thing I want the most right now because I can go ahead and fly it with my Romulan, the bird of prey, which is my main on this brand new account that I created. I can go ahead and get that unlocked, and it'll be account unlock, and I can go ahead and get them into a T6 ship if I want, instead of the T3 ship that they're flying right now.
Createa, check. One more.
You have received a kit appropriate.
Knockback. Go with those. He's doing stupid melee kills. Equipment. So that's the one to get. Okay, that's like right here. That's not too bad. At least that's one nice thing with this recruit is they were like, hey, look, we'll get, you know, show off the scaling T6 ships. We'll give you the good bird of prey early on, so you can actually use it. But it should have the, if I remember correctly, that one actually does have the battle cloak, which you can cloak while you're in combat. Which will obviously help get those cloak kills in.
Flanking damage detected.
It'd be so much easier if I was a Pharesan and I could just jump right to them. On this one I could just chop him. Did they change that? I remember used to like he'd be running around going like, "Hey, hey!" You could punch him.
You fight well.
Well, tell them, Shukrin.
Yeah, Nimbus isn't a bad spot.
Mazarog! You're nothing
Like
but
on the Gorn or something?
Yenta.
Or on all the Scorpions?
Wrong as always. I'm the one who's going to kill you. A real warrior never lets his prey escape.
Enemy targets on
You
center.
dare to challenge a warrior of the Empire?
Got the Nausicaan weapon you get from the mission I was doing on stream with the Lucari the other day. The one I didn't get because I was getting the Disruptor space sets.
You said you had something to tell. You will be a captain worthy of my service.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. Prison war. Something I should know about.
Woohoo! Already got to 10. Yeah, the Scorpions. You say that the ones by the pirate base, you mean by the club or by the big satellite dish? The installation 18 one. Oh man, look, it actually does less damage than the standard Batleth. How stupid is that? The club. Okay. Yeah, the Orion's club. I gotcha. Yeah, that whole Nimbus arc is really good if you just want to grab a bunch of levels real quick.
That prisoner you
Just working on leveling up your character.
The Chamber of the Lake of Fire.
Generally, I like to kind of get a bunch of the early missions done while it's at low level as possible to get the space sets and stuff because it makes them the easiest. But yeah, then as soon as you want to level, there's some that are really good for that. So like the Nimbus one is one of them. You can knock out like those 5 Nimbus missions so fast, and you literally like just run from one to the next to the
Head
next.
west from the courtyard and
It's
down
almost
the
like
stairs
one
to the
long
tailor.
mission, but you get, every one you do is going to be a level for your character. Another one is the Cardassian arc. Those go really fast.
I feel so ignored.
The stranger Tala is a tailor, and you can.
Yes. The Taylor, I don't care.
Merchants here will buy and sell weapons.
Yeah.
What can I? Yeah.
Strength.
Choose officers to join you for this mission. As you.
You can tell this one's that they've gone back and given the KDF tutorial stuff some love, because you notice like they put a filter on the voice or whatever,
That is a suspiciously new console for an old building.
You know, so that it doesn't sound, it's not using the standard Starfleet computer voice. Whereas, like when, you know, when I was doing like as the Romulans, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure like the tutorial voice was like the Starship, I mean the Starfleet, you know, Barrett Majel like voice. I forgot about the whole melee kill thing. I guess there might have been some advantage in playing as an actual Klingon, you know, since they get the boost to the melee. It is really nice that they drop little like dilithium boxes. Kind of a cool added bonus.
It looks like the spies have set incendiary devices to cover their tracks.
Forgot about that part.
We should disable these in case they are set to ignite later.
Rather get a little box full of dilithium than a lockbox, huh?
Let's resume our search for the human criminal. That room in the back looks like a good place to start. KDF security is on their way. They can take this Bachtag to the infirmary.
Ah, there goes Drake. I think he's section 31, butthole.
According to the logs, we need to make our way to the transporter pad to beam to the shipyard, Captain.
Beam to the shipyard. I can just go up to my ship, fly to the ship. But we want to show you where the transporter.
I feel so ignored.
Step onto the transporter pad and instruct them. The transporter here can take you to the shipyard, the Klingon Academy, or directly back to your ship in orbit. The shipyard is where you can purchase new ships when you achieve the enrollment.
Captain, we found the transponder signal. Standing by to beam you aboard and begin pursuit. I'm disappointed he was able.
There.
Congratulations.
You need to get. What do you want?
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide.
Ends here.
These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the
I recommend modifying the navigational beacons in this system to amplify our efforts in locating the prison. Beacon modified. Nothing yet. We should modify another beacon. Got him! Establishing a communication link now.
You've proven.
Captain!
Klingon, our sensors are detecting several Federation distress beacons in this area. The beacons are as plain as... Curious. I extend.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Another Starfleet vessel has entered the system.
Attention, Klingon ships. We are here on a rescue operation. We wish to resolve this dispute, but we will defend ourselves if we must.
contact on the scanners. How many ships did Starfleet have in our sector?
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
It is unfortunate.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We have... There is work. We're ready to leave the system on your command. We're ready to leave the system on your command.
Good night, Ginkgo. Repente. Okay, so I gotta kill that special guy. If I remember correctly, he's not a prisoner.
This is Warden
Ready to beam down.
You got a combat pet from this mission.
Halt! Where you may have... You will follow me.
I will put your butt. Crap.
Warden, the visitors are here.
I can see them, Rogas!
Yup! You go! Follow me to the general holding area. Take one of the jackal mastiffs with you to sniff out treachery.
There is a priority target in the area. Stay alert.
Interrogate the prisoners, Captain. One of them may have spotted the fugitive.
Target acquired. Subject is guilty of treason. Termination authorized.
Go bother someone else.
We got nothing to talk about.
I don't know. Does the human have any food?
Ain't no humans down here, Chief.
Do I look like a human?
I believe someone is following you, Captain. Turn around.
No. The worm is over by the mine entrance.
There you
go. Follow him! He's running for the surface!
Hurry! We have to stop him! The worm has slithered to... The human in that... Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more. They travel in packs.
How can they survive on the surface?
They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners.
Kemtar, you said you would explain why you were thrown into Rurapente.
I am a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason.
How can there be peace? We are at war!
You've clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorkon. Now, let me ask you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another?
Honor must be upheld.
The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats. There he is!
Impressive. That's my cue to exit. Good luck.
If Rogaz could find us, we can expect more guards soon. You must have a...
We can't, we will...
If we...
Mission objective waypoints.
Look up ahead. The Warden and the guards are approaching.
You dis...
My bird of prey. I should get a cloak kill for that. Ambushed.
Fitting and Drake's transporter room is set.
That is one of my favorite parts of the Klingon. Yeah,
Your
paying
report on Warden
the
Kreatea
early
and the prison riot was disturbed.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
During my time as ambassador, I uncovered evidence that one of the great...
The board system in the Beta Quadrant can be located on the area map, or from the Systems tab in the area map. Select the system and your bridge crew will...
pet.
Captain, we've entered the Vorse.
By default, the R key will set either...
This is
Message sent.
Why are you of this?
They've powered up defensive cannons and launched small craft. The station commander sent a distress signal. A ship is responding. Captain, Romulan warbird on sensors. Captain,
we received a station.
I find that...
Commander Plot.
More Romulan ships dropping out of warp. Interesting. One of the Romulans is firing on the other. The other Romulan ship could belong to those rebels we've been hearing about.
This is Commander Telek of the Romulan Republic. We are here to cooperate with the Klingon Empire.
The Romulan Republic is the shipping transfer.
Please listen.
We've received the data that Chemtar requested, Captain. It will take some time to analyze these files and track the...
Your officers have analyzed the shipping.
You can use transwarp to... You have returned to the Chronos system, home of the Klingon Empire, in order to beat down.
Okay, so the next guy I need to kill, I think, is
Perhaps. First, greetings. He is the, I am Ron, and that.
Has Worf agreed to what's name? Did you tell, given their agreed?
These events are very disturbing. They paint a picture of a large conspiracy.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Sorella, Lady of the House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the House Estate in the Ketha Lowlands. She did not serve the Empire.
not the greatest ship in the world, but better than the one I'm flying now. Not awful. Probably better than the ship.
Ah, the estate of House Martok. It is...
Well, the he is on before. Robin.
Of what interest is a Klingon farm to a Romulan?
They...
This serv... I see the equipment there. It is definitely Romulan tech. That is it is... Well, there is a...
Feral togs. Always a problem at this time of year.
Yes, Mark. Now.
And now our surveyor is a diplomat. A Tal Shiar spy seems more likely. We should The signal is getting weaker. The signal is getting weaker. The signal is getting stronger. 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 There, by the ship. What is that Romulan doing? Treacherous for shock. It's an ambush. They're finished. Deal with that bomb before it kills us all. This ship, it is the Rotund. It would. We must continue the hunt, my friend. The Romulan still draws breath, and as long as he lives, our
Okay, the target work is 3.
This ship, it is the... It would have been... We must continue the... Ever since Gem... Very well...
I'm being pursued by annoying Klingon insects. What are they called? Ah, glob flies. As much as I would love to dance, I have a pressing appointment elsewhere. So let's change partners.
Sensors are clear. Let's see if we can follow the warp trail of the Romulan leader. Scanning. Agreed.
Orcus.
We have arrived in the... He cloaked. Scan for energy traces so we can follow him.
You can play that cloaking game.
These Klingons are helping the Romulans! They are Makui! Cloaked again! We must find him! Quickly!
You cannot stop what is already set in motion. The Klingon Empire will fall.
Tarson may have beamed him.
Stay alert.
Any Romulans here will be well hidden. Hearing the chanting and sounds of batleths reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Cote Baval festival. That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
There is a priority target in the area. Stay alert.
And now, an exhibition match.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
This concludes the exhibition. Our next match will begin shortly.
Huh?
I said that I would tell you the story of how I came to be called Kemtar. Kemtar was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins on Maranga 4. I used the name Kemtar to honor his memory, to remind me of what it means to be Klingon. More traitors in league with Tarson. They must be preparing to strike.
Target located. Crimes include sabotage and assassination. Termination authorized.
Yeah. Stupid. message to the character. Claim the TC ship.
In the area. Stay alert.
Any Romulans here will...
Wonderful!
Hearing the chanting and sounds of batleths reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Torchbearer festival. That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
There is a
Look,
priority
Nick,
target
speak
in the
quickly.
area.
I have a tournament
Stay
to run
alert.
and little time for fools. Access is I.
There is
Not then combat. And now, an exhibition match. This concludes the exhibition. Our next match will begin shortly.
I said that I would tell you the story of how I came to be called Kemtar.
What's this?
Kemtar was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins on Moranga 4. I used the name Kemtar to honor his memory, to remind me of what it means to be Klingon. More traitors in league with Tarsin. They must be preparing to strike.
Target located. Crimes include sabotage and assassination. Termination authorized.
You are looking for Maven? He is in another room, further down the hallway.
Maven has fallen to treachery. The House of Martok will have its revenge. He's using the field to weaken our energy weapons. Switch to a melee weapon.
Tor, I need reinforcements!
What is the meaning?
While
Sorella and the rest.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. My former jailers were from that house.
The idea that one of the great houses is conspiring with Romulans to attack House Martok is troublesome. Come to the Kethalol. Serve the Empire well.
I'm just going to change characters real quick and claim the T6. Main level 32. This will show you where you claim those items that you unlock from recruits and temporal agents. The temporal ambassador guy was right outside his office.
Greetings, how can I assist you?
I have 3 account unlocks. Check with Starfleet Academies.
Priority contact on sensors.
Marks.
Priority contact on sensors.
That Mark 12 stuff I got from doing. Stuff most people are probably passing on, like I would do if I was not playing a new character at level 32. I usually just pass on all that equipment. Just PC gets kind of.
The shuttle dispatcher will leave in 0830 hours.
Maybe it won't let me. scales for my recruit, maybe. If I get to level 4. Character.
A welcoming reception for new Academy graduates will begin at 1100 hours.
Cadets arriving from Starfleet Academy must report to Admiral Quake's office upon arrival.
Leader, the officer recruit must fill them up. Call it a day off the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Might be kind of a later stream tomorrow, I don't. Locked off. For the stream today, short one, short, 2 hours 15 minutes. As you can see, you can get all the way to the tier 6 ship on recruit in 2 hours, maybe less, because I did some stuff at the beginning. Definitely now is a good time to think about starting an account. Go ahead and make sure you do the event that you work through the annual thing. If you decide you don't want to do it later, that's fine, but you might as well go ahead and get a start on it now. You can always change your mind. And I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. It'll be in the VODs, and I will upload it to you as usual. So thanks everybody. Have a nice day. Like I said, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I may wait until the mail comes and drops off my new microphone that I ordered. So it'll go back to the quality of my first couple of streams. Microphone started acting up on placement. So thanks. This is Stream SJ signing off. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, following, etc. Have a wonderful day.